Greetings and welcome to the Zero Hour Squared Show. My name is Mike Trujillo. On this program, we've got 3 local videos coming up: Ambient Trash, The Surf Lords, and Cultura Fuerte. Coming up a little bit later, we've got the Spotlight Kid. You'll see what that segment is all about. And we've got an interview with the legendary Gwar. Stay tuned, sit tight. This is the Zero Hour Squared Show. All right, welcome back to the Zero Hour Squared Show. My name is Mike Trujillo. Some of you will remember me from the Zero Hour Squared Show, a show I started in 1992 and it aired all the way to 2012 on the public access channel on cable here in Albuquerque. Well, we're doing a new version and we hope you enjoy it. This is your show, Albuquerque and New Mexico, for all local artists to showcase your music videos as well as to talk to me. We do some interviews, introduce you to the fine folks here in and around the area. So we do also have music videos, and those are coming up very shortly. We've got Ambient Trash as well as the Surf Lords and Cultura Fuerte. Great stuff, so stand by for that. We've also got some national videos that we're going to intersperse. And a little bit later, we've got 2 segments coming up. We've got the Spotlight Kid featuring Presley Casaus, a 12-year-old guitar player that shreds. You're going to thoroughly love her. And also, we've got the legendary Almighty Gwar as they make their triumphant return to Albuquerque. And they had an appearance on the Zero Hour Square with me a little while back, and we hope you enjoy that. So again, you can get a hold of us on Facebook or on Twitter if you're a band, or if you're anybody out there that knows of an artist that wants to appear on our show. Please feel free. This is, again, a showcase spotlight for all musicians of every genre in Albuquerque, in New Mexico, and even abroad. So without further ado, let's go get ready and get on with the music. Real quickly, we want to remind you, I also do a radio show on Sports Radio KNML 610. It's called The Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle. So tune in every Monday through Friday, 3 o'clock to 7, as we talk nothing but sports, fun, music, you name it. All right, that's going to wrap it up right now. Please stay tuned, enjoy the videos, and we'll be back right here on the Zero Hour Squared Show.
Oye, güerito, espérame, ahora vuelvo. Mucho cuidado, no te metas a esa cantina.
What?
música de Surf Lords, México. Y vaya, qué bien fue México. Adiós la canción,
Wasn't about, it's more image driven now. It's not lyrical or musically driven. It's more what a person got, what a person's drive.
Power to the people and the beats. Take a piece of America back.
Postura.
It's not lyrically and musically driven no more.
Vamos a bailar, cultura fuerte, vamos a gozar hasta la muerte. Vamos a bailar, cultura fuerte, vamos a gozar hasta la muerte. Vamos a bailar, cultura fuerte, vamos a gozar hasta la muerte. Vamos a bailar, cultura fuerte, vamos a gozar hasta la muerte.
I don't think I'm going crazy. Just gotta remind myself, man, wake up, breathe. Deep breath, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's good.
In a room full of thousands, I stand alone, blind to the sight, deaf to the tone. It ain't like I enjoy feeling this way. Wanna dance, wanna sing, wanna live for today. I just wanna get back to feeling like myself. Pick my heart up off the floor, take my soul off the shelf. Quiero ser libre, I just wanna be free.
Just breathe.
On this long road, on a journey back to me.
Sometimes it feels like I'm dreaming, but I'm wide awake. Always looking for that next breath to take. Sometimes I lie awake, just praying to God, asking why simple things got to be so hard. And I just wanna make it through the night and live a normal life. But every breath that I take is such a constant fight. And until I see the light, all I can do is write about my daily struggles in this constant fight. And I can hear the world calling, but I'm afraid to look. So I can write all my fears down in my rhyme book. I can hear the birds singing, I just wanna be free. So I gotta ask the question, yo, what's wrong with me? It's like I'm trapped inside my body, fighting for my soul. I fight this fear that just constantly comes and goes. Yo, I love life hopeless and I'm just dying to live. This is my cry for help and all I got's to give. So come on. And I'm just dying to live. And I'm just fighting to live. And I'm just dying to live. They say that writing's therapy for me to pour it all out. But sometimes it feels like no one knows what I'm talking about. It's like the stress took my breath. I know that sounds absurd. Just take a couple seconds, analyze my every word. Cause I know I ain't crazy and I ain't losing my mind. A little therapy and let's see what they find. Most of the time I'm fine and I love the sunshine. When them dark clouds come, I walk a fine line and everybody goes through it. A little bit of trauma, but lately I'm consumed through anxiety and drama. I try to stay strong, fight and just believe, but I gotta take a second and remind myself to breathe. And I'm just fighting to live. And I'm just dying to live. I'm just fighting to live.
Quiero ser libre. I just want to be free. Bless my soul. Quiero ser libre. Bless my soul. Quiero ser libre. Bless my soul. Quiero ser my soul.
I'm just dying to live.
All right, there you have it. How'd you like those videos? Cultura Fuerte, the Surf Lords, and Ambient Trash, local bands. I cannot emphasize enough how I need you to send me your professionally made videos. So please get a hold of me on Facebook, get a hold of me on Twitter, and we'll put them on the 0 Hour Squared Show for everyone to see. All right, coming up in our next segment, we've got the Spotlight Kid featuring Presley Casaus, and we've got the Guar interview. So stand by. Join us in a few seconds on the 0 Hour Squared Show.
Listen to your breathing while you sleep as I walk in the morning gloom. And as I watch you sleep, I can't believe that you would probably be my doom. Well, my mouth is dry and strong with taste of cigarettes and gin. 'Cause all it was inside this tiny room starts slowly caving in. It's when I wonder if I found the one my friends warned me about. Ooh, well, you know I could be swimming with a dozen naked women on the beach. Yes, I could. We'd be sipping daiquiris in a balmy summer breeze out on the beach. Oh, we would. But the voice inside is telling me I would rather be right here beside you. Well, I can almost feel the banging from the hammer that is hanging right behind me. And when that hammer falls, you know that it will break my, blow my mind. Oh, well, I never known a sure thing, but I am a mind is telling me I would rather be right here beside you.
All right, welcome back to the 0 Hour Squared Show. As promised, we're going to get into our new segment entitled The Spotlight Kid. This is for anybody, any musician, artist that are under the age of 21. Now, don't fear not, we're not going to exclude anybody who's over 21 at all, but this segment is specifically for that. Remember how they used to have music programs in schools? Well, we kind of want to see if we can help bring those back. I know some schools have them, some schools don't. But for those artists that don't get a chance to show off their chops playing a trumpet, guitar, whatever, or if they're in a band, this segment is for you. So any parents out there or any kids watching this, again, get a hold of me through Facebook or through Twitter and we'll get you up on this segment. We've got a very special guest on our segment right now. Her name is Presley Casaus. I'll let her do all the talking in our Spotlight Kids segment right here on the 0 Hour Squared Show. All right, welcome to this segment that I have been dying to launch on the 0 Hour Squared Show. This is what we call the Spotlight Kid. And what we are going to be taking on with this segment is we're going to be bringing you a multitude of talent from New Mexico under the age of 21 in this particular segment. And namely because a lot of times they don't get a chance to play in a lot of venues. So here's your chance right here on the 0 Hour Squared Show to do so. I've got with me for our inaugural launch of this segment a 12-year-old who plays guitar like you would not believe. Electric guitar, by the way. Her name is Presley Casaus. Presley, welcome to the Spotlight Kids segment on the 0 Hour Squared Show. How are you doing? Very nice. So, okay, let me preface this by telling everybody how I ran into you and your father. I was at a fight, a local fight in town, and you were doing the national anthem. You also played a couple of songs during some of the breaks between the fights, and you were just, you blew me away. I was in the stands and the announcers saying 12-year-old, and I was like, 12-year-old? You play better than most 40-year-olds that I've seen. So tell us how you got started playing guitar. How old were you?
Well, I was about 7.5, and actually my dad, he was I overheard him asking my brother in his room while I was in my room, he was asking him if he wanted to play, and my brother didn't really want to, but I said, hey Dad, I'll do it. So then kind of from there I started playing, and it's kind of been a journey up to now, and like I hope to do this for the rest of my life, to be a professional musician, and yeah, it's been good.
Incredible. When you first picked up the guitar, when you asked your dad if you could play it, did you just know, did you just feel that you were able to take it on and it just came naturally, or did you have to work at it and grind it first?
Kind of both. When I first picked it up, I thought like I can do this, and like I was really confident, but then I also had to have lessons, and I was working at it and grinding at it, and I actually thought you just put your finger on the guitar and it just makes a sound, and these musicians just come up with like these melodies, but it's actually like beyond that, like theory, so much stuff you wouldn't even like know.
And if you saw the footage we had earlier of her playing the national anthem, she's just outstanding. Now you won 2 competitions from through 94 Rock. Tell us about both of those, please.
Well, the first one was me up against 2 other male adults, and I had won a gift card to Musical Round. But the second competition was, everyone puts their videos on the 94 Rock website, and the staff there picks 5 videos and to send to Joe Satriani to pick one to meet him. And I was one of those 5 videos, and he picked me, and it was very exciting when I found out. And
nice. I've had a chance to meet Joe before. I didn't get a chance to really talk to him. What was your experience like with him?
It was just like, I don't know how to explain it. It was just like mind-blowing. Like I couldn't believe like that was him. Like it seemed like these people and these artists are like gods to us when they're just like regular people like us. And actually when he signed all my stuff and I took a picture with him, I was actually shaking, like, because I had my arm around his back, and like I was shaking, and that's because I was so nervous. But yeah, it was really fun.
That's nice. Now you did Crush of Love. What is your all-time favorite song by Joe Satriani? Is it Crush of Love, or do you have other?
Probably Crush of Love and Surfing with the Alien.
Yeah, that to me is one of the greatest albums of all time. I really love Crushing Day, actually, is my favorite song from Joe Satriani. This is your weapon of choice. Tell us a little bit about this guitar.
It's an S Prestige, and it's a really slim body, and I started on how thin it is. I started on a black micro Ibanez, and after I played that for a couple of years, I got this, and I think this will be my little guy to hold me for a while. But yeah, this is my favorite.
So what other musicians do you enjoy listening to? Who are some of your influences that you like to take their songs and start learning to jam?
It would be Dire Straits, Pink Floyd. I really like Pink Floyd. Orianthi, she's one of my idols that I would want to meet one of these days. But Steve Vai, about Eddie Van Halen, most of those, yeah.
So you say you want to carry this on as a career, and we can absolutely see that coming to fruition. It's very awesome. Would you like to just start your own band, stay as a solo virtuoso? What kind of things would you like to do going forward?
Probably start my own band, but soloing, and maybe take some voice lessons. But yeah, that's where I'd like to take it. Start my own band.
Very nice. So you also have some clips on YouTube. What's the channel name so people can check that out as well?
Presley on guitar. Yes.
Very nice. Well, Presley, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on our program. One final question to those youngsters out there that would like to start playing instruments and maybe they don't have either a program or something for them to get out there. What kind of advice would you have for them?
I'd say, stick with it and have confidence, faith, and just reach for the stars, and yeah.
All right, there you have it. Presley Casaus, 12-year-old guitar player out of New Mexico, and we're very proud to have her on again on our inaugural segment of the Spotlight Kid. Much continued success to you, and we're going to be looking for you winning all those awards and Grammys in the next upcoming years, and very proud again that she's local and she's tearing it up. So if you get a chance to check her out, if you see her maybe at an Isotopes game or something, definitely go on the YouTube site and dig more into what she does as playing. Fantastic musician.
We initially started her with an acoustic guitar. Her guitar instructor, James McIntyre, had suggested an electric guitar.
Presley has been one of my top students. She made really good progress right off the bat.
Presley has played at numerous locations, from Nexus Brewery to a Broken Bottle Convention Center.
She practiced very consistently and regularly every day, and much of that was thanks to her father, who would sit in with the lesson.
She really took on quick and learned things quick. I don't know if it was just a natural talent or her dedication, but she continued and just advanced in progress like I wouldn't expect. So this is why I've continued to encourage her, and she's pretty much on her way to doing it all on her own now, and knows the importance of practice and hard work.
All right, tremendous artist Presley Casals is, isn't she? And I'm telling you, there are so many more around the state of New Mexico to showcase their talents. Come on, folks, you know somebody. You have a niece, a nephew, or somebody who plays an instrument or is even aspiring to play in a band and probably has one already, and they're playing clubs like the Launchpad. That sits right behind me. All right, coming up next, as promised as well, we've got GWAR, so stay tuned as we get ready to wrap up the 0 Hour Squared Show. All right, welcome back to the 0 Hour Squared program, and joining us right now is none other than Volvatron from GWAR, the mighty GWAR, and some changes have been in the mix for one of the biggest universal
the greatest rock band of all time,
yes.
GWAR.
How are you doing? Welcome.
I am very hungover today, but I am doing excellent as we have been slaying humans across the country for the last 2 weeks, and here we find ourselves in the land of enchantment or whatever it is. I find that you have some delicious ethyl alcohol here.
How were you enlisted to take on this job of just going on the road and fronting GWAR right now, and tell us who your other partners
I was
on
not
stage?
enlisted so much as I was going about my business, engaging the Futuro fascist forces in rigorous battle when our wormhole technician so insolently dropped odorous into my time, into the middle of my battle. He made a right mess of things, ultimately causing the destruction of the universe. And so I felt it's my duty to travel the fabric of the space-time continuum back to 2014 and here, Albuquerque, to attempt to convince GWAR to save the universe.
You seem homesick. Are you homesick?
Oh yes, this time is absolutely awful and terribly pedantic and archaic, and people seem perplexed and fixated upon my large memories and not my skills with quantum mechanics, which is baffling to me, as quantum mechanics is the pinnacle of attractiveness in women. But as you can see, I've been engineered to the optimum female proportions. Yes.
So tell us about your home world. What's it like
I'm
where you're
from Scumdogia, yes, it's highly advanced. I doubt your feeble human brain can comprehend most of the things, but I am from 67,000 years in the future, and I have many PhDs in intergalactic musicology, focusing on the works of the early rock and roll, specifically GWAR. So I am well suited to joining them in on-stage glory.
As far as Earth bands go, what is your all-time favorite?
Earth bands, oh yes, Iron Maiden and Steely Dan.
Very cool.
Which GWAR wrote all the songs of course, but they're excellent GWAR cover bands.
Very
the
nice.
Best, yes.
Well, lastly, we'll ask about the quantum mechanics and what's the next step in the evolution of your folks from the universe, and what is the fastest ship that has ever been designed based on your quantum physics?
Oh, the fastest ship? Well, the one that made the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs, or perhaps our Bat helicopter, which we will be taking to our next show in Tempe, Arizona, which will be descending on the venue after we are done slaying you all, of course.
The United Federation of Planets, how weak are they compared to the mighty scumdogs of the universe?
Oh, the scumdogs of the universe have very few actual foes. One we will be facing on stage tonight, and the only other foe is perhaps our own desire for self-destruction.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on our program. We appreciate it. Welcome to our planet, and welcome to Albuquerque, as it were.
Well, yes, we look forward to destroying you.
Summer! School!
got no metal detectors. We can't even smoke in the parking lot. School's out for summer. School's out forever. School's out for summer. School's out completely. School's out for summer, kiddies. I never went to school. If I did, I would have majored in killing. If I did, I would have majored in you. School is out for summer. School is out completely.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for the 0 Hour Squared Show. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, this is your program, and this is for all the musicians across the city, the state, and abroad to come on over, talk to us, give us some information about their work, their craft, their CDs, all of that stuff. I have a few people I want to thank. I want to thank, first of all, Jim Garcia from Tough TV, The Launchpad, Bocadillo's Restaurant. I want to thank Alden Bruce, Jocelyn, G.I. Joe, Ricky, and everybody else who was involved in shooting our interviews and putting this thing together. I especially want to thank our guests from the Spotlight Kids segment, Presley Casaus and Guar. Again, if you want to get a hold of us, send us a video, let me know what you're all about, when you're working and playing a show. Get a hold of us through Facebook or through Twitter. This is going to wrap it up for the 0 Hour Squared Show, and I hope to hear from you and stand by for upcoming shows. Take care.
What you want is the one we know. Let your hearts go. Be who you are. Then tilt your head back to release and reach for the stars. Your body's in motion. Let this shit go. Then feel emotion. It's what you want, it's what you know. Your body's in motion. So let this shit go. Then feel emotion. It's what you want, it's what you know. Your body's in motion. Let this all go. Then feel emotion. It heals your life, it heals your soul.
Sign it. Ha 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 ha